as the LO206 cadets get ready to go racing. These will be 12-lap finals now. We're in the finals. We just completed the pre-finals, and this is the way they line up after those pre-finals. Puts them in the proper position for the finals. They're getting ready to come off turn 17 right now. Let's see if we're going to get a good green flag start. Let's listen for race directors.
All right, so first of our finals, LO206 cadets, a little longer, 12 laps. Green flags in the air, so we're underway, Charles, our first final of the day.
John, I'm sitting here rubbing my hands together. I love this, man. Can't wait for these finals because this is where the rubber meets the road, and these guys are really going to put it all on the line.
And these are 8 to 11-year-olds. Trophies on the line as well here. Yeah, so much slower than the shifters we were just seeing flash by our vantage point. So this is full speed again, but these carts will be probably 18 seconds slower on a lap around here.
But they are still as aggressive as these guys that are fast out there. They're doing everything they can to get up front. Joseph Saddington is our race leader. He started it on the pole. Bowen Green and Javier Soto, the top three, they are breaking away as they come up through the S's. And in just a moment, we'll find out if that top group has changed once they hit the scoring loop.
Was Green the family that said they're having relatives watching from Ireland?
Yeah, they're watching from Ireland.
So hey, Green family, if you're watching in Ireland, hope you're having a great evening. It's probably 8 o'clock, just after supper over there. Hope you're getting ready to enjoy a great Easter watching Bowen Green, who comes across in that first place, lap number 1 in our LO206 cadet feature.
Well, it's going to be great to watch these guys continue to race here as the finals are underway at Atlanta Motorsports Park.
So there we see our two leaders flash underneath our vantage point at turn number 4. The number 4 yellow placard, that is Bowen Green in the lead. Joseph Saddington right on his tail in second. And then they've opened up a gap to third place, who is Javier Soto right now, and then Luke Giglio. Giglio was a winner in one of the pre-finals earlier. So our top 2 have broken away by quite a good gap. Bowen Green continues to lead Joseph Saddington. Saddington was a winner a couple of times last year. Giglio, Soto, and Mars making up your top 5. You'll recognize some of these names from the tag class. A lot of these drivers will have 2 carts that come out of their little trailer. So looks like Giglio's starting to reel in our top 2, and then some great battles among Soto and Mars for 4th place. Don't count out Mars just because he's back in 5th right now. He still has the talent to make it up to the front. There we see our top 2 go through turns 9 and 10. Nose to tail for right now. They're probably hoping to put some distance between them and the rest of the field. If they start battling side by side, it'll suddenly become a 5-car battle for the lead. And they want to at least secure a top 2 spot. They can battle on the last couple laps. It seems like Green and Saddington have come to a bit of a gentleman's agreement on how they're going to race. So our top 2, nose to tail, they'll come and put 3 laps on the board. Then you see the gap back to Giglio, and then a 4-car battle developing for 4th. Soto, Mars, Nashford, and Thigpen, as Mars was able to move up to 4th place. So Mars has quite a gap opened, quite a lot of track in front of him to get to 3rd place. He might need some help to be able to get up there. So at least for right now, with 3 on the board, Bowen Green leads, Saddington 2nd. Saddington takes a peek to the inside, but tucks back in as they head down the back straightaway and takes another peek. And we're going to see a battle there for the lead. So maybe Saddington was able to get in front of Green. Kai Mars leads the quartet there for 4th, with Giglio just hanging right in the middle in 3rd place right now. As the leaders will continue to battle, that's going to let the rest of the field reel them in. So Saddington and Green going at it through turns 14 and 15. And at least they've single filed down. So I think Green is back in the front. They might have swapped the lead a couple of times on that lap. So Green leads Saddington, Giglio in the middle. And then it's Kyle Mars, Soto, Nashford, and Thigpen are the pursuers as they head up the hill. These LO206 cars, such different pace than the shifters have. The shifters just able to launch up that hill. You see the LO206 cadets have to lumber a little more. And for the first time, Green's opened up a couple of kart lengths over Saddington. Let's see if Saddington's able to reel him back in, almost draft his way back up to the rear bumper of Green. All these drivers are cadets, and that's going to be an age range, say 8 to 10 years old. Kids, in my opinion. The drivers, as Charles had indicated earlier, do seem to get younger and younger every year. Maybe us adults are just getting older and older. So Green and Saddington continue to lead. It looks like they're not really gaining any over Giglio, but Giglio doesn't seem to be able to get involved and make that a 3-car race. And now we have Kai Mars and Soto have opened just a little bit of gap on 5th place. 5 laps on the board. They're going to have 7 more to go in our LO206 cadet final. Next race coming up after this will be our tag junior-senior final, and they'll also race 12 laps. All finals are 12 laps. Our leaders coming by to see the cross flags halfway through. Green continues to lead Saddington and Giglio. It seems like Giglio might be slowly nibbling into that lead as one slow car coming off turn 2 shuffles things up. And now our top 3 are spread out by about 4 car lengths each. It's Green, Saddington, and Giglio. Then it's a gap back to Mars. And that incident with the lap car up the hill out of turn 2 might have been just the break Giglio needed, as he has a chance in this. You see him about 5 car lengths behind Saddington. Right, for the most part, Saddington has been content to roll behind Green, except for one time where he tried to make a pass down the inside of turn 9. So our 3 leaders are working their way down into turn 15, 16. Again, now Giglio, you've seen he's cut that lead in about half. He is in striking distance as they put 7 laps on the board. 5 more to go here in our first feature of the day. So our leaders will go down through turn 2, and then they have to lumber their way up. And now Giglio is right there. He is right to the rear bumper of Joseph Saddington. Let's see what Giglio is able to do with 4 laps left, or excuse me, almost 5 laps left in this race. Or will Giglio be able to push Saddington? No, Giglio looks to the inside of Saddington. He's making his move right now for 2nd place. Giglio on the brakes down the inside of turn 9. And for the moment, move Giglio up into 2nd place ahead of Saddington. Our drivers will flash into view through turn 12 and 13 as we see some other great action back through the pack. Out front, there we see Bowen Green continuing to lead as they work by 1 slower car and some contact behind him. Giglio got the bad end of that deal, with Saddington able to get around Giglio. Some contact there. We wonder what officials will say. Now it looks like Giglio gets around, and it looked like Saddington went for a spin, or one of the cars went through a spin at the bottom of turn 2 out front. Bowen Green might be liking that with 4 laps to go. He's opened up some daylight over his closest pursuer heading down the back straightaway. Bowen Green continues to lead, sweeping through turns 13 and 14. He'll set up to get on the binders in turn 16. If he can hit his marks, he may well be on a way to his a win here, the opening feature of round 2 of the 2022 AMP Kart Championships. Second place, Saddington. Giglio back to third. So some of that contact a lap ago down at the bottom of turn 2 as we see Green have to get by a slower car right at the bottom of turn 2, talking about not catching a break with traffic, but now he has a slower car between him and his pursuers. Saddington's able to get by right through the S's, and now Giglio gets by the slower car, so our top 3 are at least visually in line on the track. It's Green, Saddington, Giglio, and then it's a good gap back to Kai Mars in 4th place. This time by, our leaders should see 2 sticks in the air, just 2 laps to go. And it looks like Green has not been able to hold on to that lead. His pursuers are reeling him back in. We do see 2 laps to go. Saddington is within striking distance of our leader, Bowen Green, who's been out front right from the first lap. Saddington's within striking distance, and here comes Giglio up the hill. We will have 3 cars battling right to the end in our LO206 cadet race. Looked like Saddington swung a bit wide through 4 and 5. That let Giglio get right close. And Giglio looks to the inside down the back straightaway. So Giglio trying to get back up to second place on the brakes down into turn 9. So move Luke Giglio up to second place. Let's see if he can set off after Bowen Green. He has about a lap and a half left. And Saddington's not giving up either. He is trying to reel Giglio back in. So they're going to come to the white flag this time. They'll have less than 1 mile here on this 17-turn Atlanta Motorsports Park karting complex track. There we see the white flag in the air. Bowen Green leads. Luke Giglio second. Joseph Saddington in third. And then you saw no other cars in your shot. That's their gap back to Kai Mars. So our leaders will go up the hill. Giglio moves to within 1 kart length through turns 3 and 4. Let's see what he can set up off the exit of 5 and down the back straightaway. Giglio gains some momentum. Let's see if he looks to the inside because he's drafting up. A little bit of blocking by Green down the back straightaway, trying to check the progress as they're working to the inside of turn 9. Giglio inside and out. Giglio makes the move through turn 9. Let's see if we can get a crossover from Green. So far we can't. Luke Giglio makes an amazing move down the back straightaway to capture the lead. It took him 11 laps to do it. Luke Giglio moves to the point as we're going to see a battle right down to the end as Green applying heavy pressure through turns 14 and 15 makes a last gas move through 16. It doesn't work. Down to the checkered flag, the fist pumping in the air. Luke Giglio wins our LO206 cadet feature. Bowen Green comes home in second after leading most of the way. Joseph Saddington finishes third. Kai Mars comes across in fourth. And the battle for fifth, side by side at the line, Javier Soto comes home in 5th place. So congratulations to Luke Giglio winning our LO206 cadet race. He'll be back out later in one of the tag classes, but congratulations to that young man in the 68 kart. He just has to roll through tech and make it official. Next group coming on the track will be our tag junior senior.